What's up, guys? I'm back with another video. I'm sorry it took so long for me to upload. I was on vacation for 2 weeks, didn't have any internet, but I am doing my top 5 favorite Naruto Shippuden openings, and the openings for for the original and for Shippuden are freaking amazing. I mean, a lot of them are just so catchy. Some of them are hit and miss with me, but these are just my personal opinions, just what I like to hear and stuff. I would put on my playlist if I would have downloaded and stuff. I would, and themes on the openings I like to replay over and over again and basically never get tired of. So let's begin. Top 5. Like I said, this is just my opinion. Let me know in the comments below after this video what's you guys' favorite top 5 Naruto Shippuden openings. Number 5.
I realize that screaming pain, hearing loud in my brain, but I'm going.
And that is Sign. Now, this, I wasn't really too fond of this. Number 5, which is opening 6. Opening 6 is Sign. And I wasn't too fond of this theme song at first. I had to replay it a few times to get used to it and finally get it had to grow on me a few times, because at first I didn't really get the music just didn't really vibe with me as well as the other ones did. But I love the animation of it and the growth. We see the growth of some of the characters like Sasuke and Itachi when they were younger, and Sasuke looked up to Itachi when he was a kid, and after turning his back on the Leaf Village and slaughtering his family, he's fighting his own brother, the guy that betrayed him and turned him to the monster that he is, and seeing the Leaf Village being attacked, and seeing Jiraiya fight his former pupil in Pain and all that stuff. They captured that perfectly. Number 4, which is Bluebird. Now this is another theme song that had to grow on me as well. And the first time I heard this theme was actually through, if you guys follow Swag Kage, I heard it through his theme song, because he plays this theme at the end of his outros, at the end of his videos. Excuse me. And I love, one of my favorite scenes in this opening is the beginning scene when Naruto's free falling from the sky, and they just captured that perfectly. There's actually 2 openings. I prefer the second one, where it shows Asuma and Shikamaru fighting what's his name, Hidan and Kakazu, and the ending with Naruto picking up the feather in the water. I just love that. The animation and everything in it was just amazing. So yes, Bluebird, I think that's what it's called. My number 4. Number 3, my number 3. Heroes Comeback. Heroes Comeback was the very first opening to Naruto Shippuden, and introduced us to a new Naruto with different Naruto. It showed us the progression of the characters' growth, how they were in Naruto and how they are now. It even showed the Akatsuki for the first time. While they showed them in No Boy No Cry in the Naruto opening, it just showed their backsides, but in this theme, we actually see their faces and they take off their hats and stuff. And every time I watch that opening and they show the Akatsuki, that just gives me chills. And the whole running, and when it shows them running and stuff like that in colored form, it feels like someone. It felt like I was basically like reading a comic book when it shows them running in the beginning. So this is a really badass theme, and like I said, one of my favorite parts is when they showed the Akatsuki taking off their hats. That is a really scary moment, and still gives me chills. Number my next theme, number two.
You are my friend あの日の夢今でもまだ忘れてないんでしょ You are my dream 始まったばっか君の
Distance. Now, I've loved this theme ever since I freaking heard this theme. I could listen to this theme all freaking day and never get tired of it. I still haven't gotten tired of this theme song. Now, this theme shows Naruto and Sasuke. It just shows how their maturity as kids to how they are now, and shows that basically no matter what Naruto and Sasuke may, even though they may have their differences, they're still gonna be friends. I mean, you could take it that way, but the that's how I perceived it, and it's just really catchy. And the fight scenes during the opening is just really awesome, especially when Naruto goes into Nine Tails mode. I think in Sai drawing on the scroll, and then the animals on the scroll coming to life. That was awesome. So yeah, number two, Distance. And finally, my number one favorite Naruto opening scene. Silhouette. I think that's how you pronounce it. I may be pronouncing it wrong. Silhouette, the 16th Naruto theme song. This theme is also another theme song I could listen to a lot and never get tired of. Now, my cousin first told me about this theme, and automatically I was like, I'm sold. That's it. And I love the progression it shows of each character, like Madara as a kid, then like a teenager, then a man, then an old man, then his reanimated form. Same thing with Obito and Naruto. And I think they got the animation down pat on this one. And a lot of these animations, the openings, are way better than the animations during the fight scenes during the episodes, which is really sad. And one of my favorites is definitely when Naruto's running as a kid, then he turns into a teenager, and then he goes to his nine-tailed chakra form, and then he turns into like Kurama, which is really badass. I also love the whole Sasuke in his Susanoo form riding on top of Kurama. That was badass. And Naruto offering a truce with Obito, and it shows Obito as a kid, as he's imagining Naruto as himself when he was younger. And they got this whole thing, like I said, one of the best theme songs, in my opinion, of the whole series. It just the way they just captured everything was just beautiful. And yeah, those are my top five favorite theme songs. Uh, Top five favorite openings of Naruto Shippuden. Let me know what you guys thought of my list. What is your favorite top five Naruto Shippuden openings? Did you like my list? Do you think I could have switched anything around? I mean, I want you guys to tell me what your list is in the comments below. Don't forget to like,